My name is Mario Stojanoski and I'm a literary translator. Um, I have been working as a translator for 6 years now, and during those years, I've translated about a dozen works for the stage and several novels, works of nonfiction, and probably dozens of short and feature films. The play I wrote during the Green Inversions workshop is called One Way or Another. It's a satirical one act play about Boris and his wife Katerina. Boris is, at the beginning, he is a disinterested middle aged man who has not worked a single day in his life. And at some point, he kind of out of the blue decides to fight climate change and every other ecological issue we have as a society on his own. So it's a story about a little man trying to achieve big things, and his wife is being cynical. She's rather cynical about all that. And I've tried not to take a stance, but to re-examine the choices and the decisions we make when it comes to big issues. And Boris is this type of little man who suddenly tries to fight windmills, so to say, and to fight climate change and ecological issues on his own by recycling waste paper at home. So that's the satirical aspect of the story. On the other hand, it's a marriage story. It's as well that tries to re-examine the relationship between a husband and a wife and their children. There are three more characters in the play as well, the doctor and two nurses who enter later in the play. And that's pretty much it. Boris. The great cause of saving the planet must prevail. Our personal fates are transitory and insignificant by comparison. Do you understand that? Katerina. Your life is transitory. You're almost 50 years old and you haven't worked a single day in your life. Boris. I am working now, Katerina. I just started. I finally found something worth working for. I work for the greater good. Together with hundreds of millions of people, we will make the earth a better place for everyone, including you and the likes of you. Katerina, angry. You think you're better than everybody else. That's your problem. You think you deserve more than other people. Boris, you will understand what I mean. Soon. Very soon. We're on our way. We already threw tomato soup on Van Gogh and cake at the Mona Lisa. The whole world is talking about us. Katerina, you identify with those radicals. You approve that. Boris, of course I do. We have to be radical. We have to be unforgiving. We have to strike hard. Katerina, who are we, Boris? What are you talking about? You don't speak with anyone. Filip and I are the only people in your life. And now that Filip is gone, I'd really like to know whom do you refer to when you say we? Boris, to us, the activists. Katerina, lunatics is what you are. You tie yourselves to goalposts, you destroy art, and you call that activism. That's not activism, that's anarchism. Boris, since when are you interested in football and art? Katerina, I'm not. Pause. Boris, we're trying to draw attention to the fact that the earth is slowly dying, and that we are going to die with it, and our children, and our grandchildren and their grandchildren. Katerina. So now Da Vinci and Van Gogh have to pay for it, right? Those people are attention seekers. And you believe that you're one of them because it makes you feel better, because it gives you a sense of belonging. Boris stares at her. Katerina. You do this because it makes you feel better about yourself. It kind of makes you think that you're doing something worthwhile, that you're important for once in your life. It gives you the illusion that you're a good person. Am I right? Do you think that you're a good person, Boris? Silence. Boris looks hurt. He slowly plugs the blender on, puts a handful of salt paper in it, and adds water. Boris. I did the dishes. He starts blending again. Katerina. Stop that. Louder. Boris, stop that. Boris. Boris, once he's done blending. The earth is in danger. Katerina. It always has been in danger. Why don't you understand? Boris, with growing anger. It has suffered colossal damage. Katerina. That process has been going on for thousands of years. It's not our fault. Boris. So you're saying that we shouldn't do anything about it, right? In your opinion, we should just keep living, act like nothing is happening, and suffocate ourselves in our own rubbish. Is that what you mean? Katerina. Listen to me. Even if we try to recycle all the waste in this world, we won't be able to do it. Alright? We can do it. We don't have the capacities. All this eco-propaganda stuff is just a fad. Do you understand that? It's a money-making, grant-winning trend exploited by the so-called socially responsible companies. And you fell for it. Beat. People use it to make money. No one fucking cares about pollution or global warming. Boris pours the pulp from the blender into a bowl. Boris. I do. And I hate the indifferent. Katerina. Where did you learn it from? Boris. Learn what? Katerina. Forget it. I'm afraid you'll have to accept the fact that you can't do anything about it. Boris. Of course I can. You can too. You can start by selecting waste. Katerina. They mix the waste at a dumping ground before they incinerate it. Boris. Angrily. You're lying to me. Katerina. Boris, please. Boris. You're trying to make me change my mind, you manipulative old bitch. Katerina. I can't believe how blind you are. Boris. You think I don't know that? I see through you, Katerina, and I know what you're trying to achieve here.